Ebusianfo, we are still on Ofori Atta nsensem no eso. Now it looks like Ofori Atta is still locked up at the Caroline Detention Center. And there obekwa akopie mu ewo court. And I made the story bremo a tre say Ofori Atta lawyer as is here wakwa akofa no. As is here no, it looks like Ofori Atta and the lawyers ne kra no omo doso omo just say the legal team ne Ghana no different, of course. Our international legal team and so, and there was some sort of former US Attorney General and so ababekani team who are enya sem ketwa. But nini name no still Ofori Atta is in detention at the Caroline Detention Center, and that's what the legal team is saying. Ghana from being so atre wamwadwin also. People are trying to draw parallels, right? And we are going to look into it. Say Ghana nanka BBC Asia nanka den nebekoso. Is this standard practice, right? And then your first time we have Mr. subscribe and click the notification bell on so. Oya ni sa latest news biaba on sa ebeka. Na miguswa kayo say Novdek baso. Say ope baby pa yebetre wadie ye. Na Novdek no witumia pass with flying colors, because obi biara wa register with our school we pass with flying colors. A sanctuary college omo danso man, they have hostel facilities. Na frewomo it was 053 77 30 272. Na mesrao eniji semwa eka ho, and it's a sanctuary college for a create a WhatsApp group. Ati ase teachers who group ni mo or more atrad. So even if you are not part of the school crana, you can join the WhatsApp group, and then the teachers will be available to answer your questions. Now the link to the group is in the comment box. We have comment box the more links be brewo. But we link now you identify as click this link to join the WhatsApp group now. Now I click it, so link so, and then you join the WhatsApp group for us. Now me sanso Kyle say obi biara wutie mi biano. And Ghana's economy has been adjudged as one of the growing economies. Investor confidence cost. Now, the best way to take advantage of this is to know how to invest in Ghana. Book now at that screen is no. Your friend the Ghanaian investor. This book is going to teach you 4 different ways to invest in Ghana. This is the most practical book you are going to get anywhere. Oko Amazon now search for book a better than you invest in Ghana. This is the only book you are going to get on Amazon. And so to me your book no ni PDF. And as to me ni tree video. More one pack in kind. And I'll be to me ni English video. Ni 100 cedis per 055 807 4986. WhatsApp is our number no. There is also a link in the comment box. One of the links in the comment box no. Or click here. Say and also my identify as the book, the investment book, the link for the investment book. Or click here no. You can get the book downloaded on your phone. Hard copy no. As I said, you can get it on Amazon. Now, young concept ni mo. Also, Ofori Atta still at Caroline Detention Center legal team. Also, lawyer representing former Finance Minister Ofori Atta, Frank Davis, has refuted reports suggesting that his client has been relocated from the Caroline Detention Center in the United States. So apparently, no stories by Bontin say ye relocate Ofori Atta edenako baby fofro. And the lawyer tremu say entrop. Ye relocate Ofori Atta mfaninko baby or no. Also speaking in an interview on Monday, January 9th, 2026, Davis stated that Mr. Ofori Atta remains in the same detention facility where he was originally held, contrary to public claims of a transfer. He criticized what he described as a lapse in diplomatic conduct by Ghana's foreign affairs officials, particularly questioning the basis for statements attributed to the country's ambassador to the United States. Mr. Davis maintained that there has been no change in his client's detention status or location. Also, the clarification follows remarks by Ghana's ambassador to the US, Victor Emmanuel Smith, who had indicated that Mr. Ofori Atta had been moved from the Caroline Detention Center ahead of a court hearing scheduled for Tuesday, January 20th. Davis challenged the ambassador to provide specific details if a transfer had indeed taken place, arguing that vague claims only create confusion. He further questioned the consistency of the ambassador's position, noting that despite earlier assurances of consular support, the facts on the ground did not support the claim of relocation. According to him, Ofori Atta remains at the Caroline Detention Center and is expected to stay there until his scheduled hearing. Ofori Atta was taken into custody in the United States in January 2026, following extradition request by Ghanaian government linked to concerns surrounding his immigration status. He is currently in the custody of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement as legal proceedings continue. Now, you see, okay, so basically, Ambassador Naba become baby. Ofori Atta, a lawyer and so tres Ambassador Neboa. And for me, I don't really see the big deal in this, but Nini Nemuno, Oshe, Ustedi Ofori Atta case we are. That is how it has been, right? This is how it has been. Like, oh, why we, onye we, yen yema ya cheno, oh, da be a nyamona mama mo cheno, nemre ne sonye. Basically, sana neti. Abain be ma yeti as yes, or mono mama Ofori Atta ya cheno, right? Ofori Atta lawyer said, mo boa, ono anembre na son. And there, Ghana for who the womb. Into aqua say, no, even if it's not supposed to be a big deal, Krana, it is being, but the truth of the matter is that Ofori Atta is still in detention, right? I want to get the exact date Ofori Atta was arrested. I want to show you something. I want to get the exact date that Ofori Atta was arrested. What date was Ofori Atta arrested? Ghana's former finance minister Ofori Atta was arrested on the morning of January 6th. Now, Ofori Atta was arrested on January 6th. And now I say January 20th. So, exactly 2 weeks. In the end, 2 weeks pepe ya check Ofori Atta. 2 weeks pepe and I check Ofori Atta. You see that in 2 weeks, Ofori Atta has been in custody and he has not been left to go by American authorities. And no one is crying foul. No one is saying, oh, the state is using security to impede upon the freedom of Ofori Atta. And ye pesi ye chinitum and ye pesi ye yendi say no one is doing anything. Obi eni wa woye he or kasansem nipo. No one is even thinking about that because yati as yes a standard practice. Back here in Ghana, nanke yachi Ofori Atta na our custody for 1 week. Nka obe hu se nia MPP for ebe ye say omo ko piketi e was state institution no ho. Se mun release no ye njama kwa as if say enye standard practice say ye chi obi a yes say investigation say koso a nipa ko ne wose ye de no ehye security for no kukum kakra. Maybe obi beka say a different issues altogether, different, but you understand. We've seen eyes for ya omo ye hu omo wo TV so Minneapolis omo cheche nkrofo no. Most of them are wamuchi omo edi omo called detention no. And chene omo release omo, right? And so there are people they arrest and then they release after all that. But it tells you the level of nipakona DNA yese wa ye no. Yesi obi abokro no na edu level bia. You don't expect say ye dey na call police for and national security yoko ana bia na ikukum no e ho na o se release nipakona da bi. And this DNA na MPP for epeso mo criticize picture no Ghana ha say. I said, ye chi omu nipa na odem for 2 days pa ni akwa ye press conference. Munyai no di nja na mo person be release no and ye munyai no. You see standard practice Ofori Atta 2 weeks in America. He has not been released. Right? He has not been released. And it's normal as usual. But basically no. That's what Ken Ofori Atta's lawyer is saying. Obi say he should rot there, thief. I say a former minister of finance who held millions of dollars in trust for the people and disbursed same as and when he pleases. Now an illegal alien, an ICE detainee and a fugitive. The very first in the world, very shameful. Obi say if the Attorney General cannot get any criminal case against Ken Ofori Atta, he can charge him for using spiritual means to capture the brain of President John Dramani Mahama. I think there's a precedence in our legal books. I say, could it that Ken Ofori Atta is the reason why President John Dramani Mahama cannot implement his 24 hours economy? NDC has managed to divert the attention of their hungry, unemployed followers with Ken's story. So some people actually believe, say, Ken Ofori Atta's story, NDC for and amo pese omo de twa omo adwen a free 24-hour economy no that's quite interesting. But ebusian for montra mo adwo comment box ni mo me da say